Hi, Simone. My name is Amog. I'm a junior from Connecticut. I lead a hack club here, and I'm also used to be part of one in Indiana. First off, I made a shitty robot in 5 minutes with tape. In your busy, fast-paced lifestyle, sometimes the one thing you need is to look fashionable and play ping pong at the same time. So I present the bucket hat ping pong paddle. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
wow. That's
uh,
great.
yeah. Hoping to hit market soon. But anyway, while I was doing like research for what to ask a question, I stumbled across this Wired article from December of last year, and it was like why the queen of shitty robots is like renouncing her crown, and it was like how you're gonna like try and like focus on these like really cool much more like shippable and like like more like perfectionist crafts that I believe what the article used. So I was just wondering if you could like tell us more about that process and like that transition as you try and focus on both like what you've been known for and like trying out new endeavors.
So on the prep call, I don't know if I missed the opportunity for that, but I mean, we were asked to talk about something or just like a story from high school. And when I was in high school, I'm going to answer your question, but it's a long one. So I think the main thing for me is I moved around a bunch. But also I was really ambitious, which was great. But I was a total perfectionist. I remember that I got my like 1B that I got in high school was in a math class. And I was so upset that I actually broke a trash can in school. Not my most dignified moment. And I like stormed out and was like, oh my God, I'm over it. Cause also math was my favorite subject. And I like sat on the subway station in Stockholm, Sweden, which is where I'm from. And I was crying, and this like woman came up and gave me a tissue. She probably thought like, oh wow, she maybe lost someone close to her. And I was like, I got a B in math. And I was just very high strung, and a lot of my self-worth was in making things that were perfect. And when I started wanting to learn about robotics and programming, which was kind of in my early 20s, I was like, there's so many ways to do things. Like making mistakes is inevitable. So instead of trying to do things perfect, I was like, I'm just going to do something, and it can be the worst thing ever. And I'll just approach it with a sense of humor and humility. And that was kind of where I started with making shitty robots. Like it was just this way for me to approach this subject that was really daunting, which was hardware and programming. And I've done that for the last couple of years, and it's been a really good run. But now I feel like I'm shifting. Once again, the pendulum has been swinging. And instead of like making these really silly projects, I'm like, I want to make projects that are fun, but that are also pretty. And I don't just want to like rush through things. And I want to actually let myself spend time on it. So I think it's mostly, I mean, it's less of like a strategy or a philosophy and more just doing, kind of letting myself do what I feel like. And the funny thing is, like in the beginning, making shitty robots and silly projects really felt like it was forbidden because it was too fun. And I was like, no, I can't spend time on this. This is fun. Like I should, if it's important, it means that it's like, it has to be boring and you have to like have discipline and diligence. And now it's like, if I want to spend a really long time making something that looks pretty, that's the thing that almost feels forbidding. Cause I'm like, no, I should just make something really fast and that I can like, that can be converted into a funny GIF or something and go viral on the internet. So to me, it's just like really letting myself follow what I'm enthusiastic about, less than like a big philosophy of some sort. And I think that's like, it feels, I don't know if any of you feel that, but I always feel guilty spending time on things that I really enjoy. There's just some weird disconnect there where it's like, no, I can't be spending time on this because I need to be doing the difficult stuff. Now when I'm running my own business, I'm like, I should be like doing admin work or checking my email. And I realize that where a lot of it is in the stuff that's fun. And that's like how I have gotten myself this job or built myself this career, is really just letting myself follow what I'm interested in.